Good morning. Welcome all to our fifth hearing on the matter of Tara as exposed by Senator Lacson. We're trying to close in on a very serious topic on smuggling facilitated by the Tara system. Siguro hindi natin maalis, pero hindi ko naniniwalang hindi maalis yan. Pero marami nagsasabi, mahirap raw alisin yung Tara, mahirap alisin yung smuggling. Meron katigasan ng ulo ng abang lingkod ninyo. I do not take na hindi pwedeng, hindi magawa, kailangan pilitin gawin. Because ang ating bansa, kailangan natin ng resources para mapaaral ang ating mga anak. Ang ating bansa, kailangan natin ang gamit para sa ating mga kasundaluhan, lalo na't napakalapit ng peligro, na napakalapit ng isang bansa na mayroong kumukuha ng mga isla natin na naglagay na ng mga airfield doon na pwede tayong tamaan within 15 minutes ng kanilang mga aeroplano o pwede tayong lusubin within half a day. Makakarating dito yung mga kalaban. Kung may kalaban tayo doon sa malalapit na lugar na yan. Doon sa South, marami rin mga pumapasok dito na mga compete, nangingidnap, sa dagat. Kailangan rin natin ang gamit laban dyan sa mga tao yan. Kailangan rin natin magpadala ng mga batang paaaralin natin. Hindi lang libre tuition sa mga paaral natin. Ngunit gayahin natin ang ginawa ng ibang bansa, katulad ng Japan, katulad ng China. Napakahirap nila nung araw. In fact, tayo nagsimulang may kaya sa duno, pero madali tayong naunahan sapagkat nagpadala sila ng kanilang mga kabataan sa iba't ibang lugar sa buong mundo, sa Amerika, sa Europe, at the turn of the century, at gumaling ang Hapon. Malimit ko sinasabi, kung binuksan sila ni Commodore Perry in 1865, kung nagbukas ang kanilang bansa ng Hapon in 1883 sa Major Restoration, in less than 30 years or 35 years, napalubog ng Hapon yung pinakamalaking fleet ng Ruso sa Battle of Tsushima. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon sila ng gamit dahil nakapag-ipon sila sa taxation, sa revenues, at committed sila na pagalingin yung kanilang bansa sa military, committed sila na pagalingin ang kanilang mga tao sa edukasyon. Kaya, naging world power ang Japan by 1905. Nakuha nila ang China, inuulit ko yan dahil malapit sa atin yung China, ganyan na uli ang nangyayari sa kasaysayan ng bansa at ng Asia Pacific. At by World War II, tinalo pa nila ang Amerikano pansamantala, pinalubog nila yung mga battleship. Ibig sabihin, nagkaroon sila ng lakas dahil sa kanilang capacity na makapag-ipon ng mga pera para sa kanilang gobyerno, sa edukasyon, sa military, sa mga bagong invensyon, at pati na rin sa mga pangangailangan ng bansa na masweldohan nila yung mga tao nila na para mawala ang korupsyon. Kaya malimit kung pupunta ang Pilipinas sa Hapon, makikita nyo napakalinis, walang aray. Although of course may corruption pa rin sila. Pero wala tayong narinig na malalaking smuggling nagaganap doon. So, binagit ko lang yan para maintindihan natin na hindi ako naniniwala hindi natin kayang talunin ang kabuktutan sa customs or sa BIR. Mangyayari yan at mangyayari dahil ang kasakliman hindi nawawala eh. Pero kung mapang sarili lamang ang papatulan natin at kakalimutan natin yung kapakanan ng buong bansa, talagang matatalo tayo. At talo tayo for the last several generations. For the last several decades. I hope si Sid La Peña, ang bagong commissioner, can be a game changer na tataas ang kita ng ating bansa. Hindi para kumita ang bansa. Maraming gusto ang ating bayan na makapag-aaral ng mga bata. At kung di natin gagawin yan, dadami lalo palagi ang pagtaas ng buwis kung di natin makuha. Na natin makuha yan, pupunta sa ibang bansa. Ang mga kababayan natin tulad ng mga OFWs. Minsan natatagtad pa at nilalagay sa refrigerator ng 1 taon bago malaman. So lahat ito nagaganap dahil sa kakulangan ng bansa. So napakahalaga sa akin na dapat matuntunan natin itong issue na ito. Maaaring akala nyo kami mga senador ay araw-araw nagsesesyon dito, pero karamihan sa amin gusto namin umunlad ang bansa. Lalo na itong abang lingkod niya. Bata pa ako, napasubo na ako sa gobyerno. At masasabi ko, ang record ko sa gobyerno ay pinipilit ko palagi umunlad ang tao, hindi yung sarili ko umunlad yung tao. So, ngayong araw na ito, gusto ko sabihin na kung wala yung mga tara, maka-achieve natin revenue targets. Hindi tayo mag-i-increase ng consumption tax. Hindi lalawak ang proliferation ng mga peking mga goods, katulad ng mga peking sapatos. Ulitin ko na kagad, karaka-raka, wala na ang tibay. Wala na yung marikina. Dahil ang binibili ng Pilipino ay yung mga smuggled na goods mula sa ibang bansa. Sila na lahat ang gumagawa. Maraming excuse na binibigay. Pero ang totoo niyan, hindi naman natin sinasabi, wala tayong balat ng baka nung araw. Nung dumaka sa may kawayan nung araw, sabi ng tatay ko, that's the sweet smell of success. Yung hirap ng mga tao, mga Bulakenyo, may mga tanning factory sila doon, nangangamoy, pero nakakagawa ang tibay ng mga sapatos. Pero ngayon, wala na. Nung araw kami, magkaroon na ng Converse, hindi kami makabili. Ang nabibili namin made in the Philippines, custom built. Jacinto, Elpo, Marcelo. Batang-bata pa ako nung araw, pero naalala ko yan. Pero ngayon, wala na akong makitang sapatos na gawa ng Pilipino na sikat. Yan ay kagagawa ng smuggling, kagagawa ng fake goods, at iba pa. Ang naging resulta nito ay dumami ang poverty, pinatay ang lehitimong negosyo, nawala yung creativity ng tao sapagkat wala na silang gana. I-create ka tapos dadayain ka o kokopyahin. Ngayon lalo na may kumukopya na ng produkto. Pero mas masakit yung kinukompetensya ka nang wala kang kalaban-laban. Ilan lang ang yumayaman. Ilan lang ang yumayaman sa customs, ilan lang ang yumayaman sa mga revenue collectors natin. Maraming mga naggaling pa sa ibang bansa. Ang yumaman, pero napabayaan natin ang sarili natin bayan. Ang mga Pilipino hindi yumayaman. O konti lang ang yumayaman. Dahil nga dito sa salot ng smuggling, ang salot ng kakulangan natin sa revenue. Nawala ang kumpiyansa ng consumers sa ating kalidad ng ating mga goods that we have to buy from the market. Mamaya makikita nyo, papakita ko rito ngayon, pati bakal. Ang laki-laki na nawawala sa atin sa pumapasok na steel. I don't know whether I should spell it S-T-E-A-L. Steel, nakaw. Steel, S-T-E-A-L ay pumapasok. Galing sa China. Papatunayan ko sa inyo kung paano. Again, hindi ako nag-iimbestiga na walang background eh. Kaya nakita natin ngayon, dumami at kung ano mga sari-saring sindikato, consignees for hire, that are being used to hide the identities of the persons behind these schemes. People who are becoming richer by the millions or even billions at the expense of the Philippine economy through acts tantamount to economic sabotage. So, para makita natin yan, nagkaroon tayo ng siglo, sabi ko nga, ng vicious cycle of smuggling. Kapos yung salita na yan. There is a vicious cycle of smuggling and poverty. Lumakad lang kayo doon sa may Manila Hotel, makikita nyo yung mga binibenta galing sa customs, mga fishing rod. Kung ano nung binibenta galing sa customs, doon lang, makikita nyo na. Kung kailangan i-plug natin ang mga leaks. Ang leaks, sabi ng UAP, ay umabot ng 900 billion in 5 years. Loss from uncollected duties and VAT leaks. At tingnan nyo, ang target ng train, 134 billion. Pero nawawala sa atin, 900 billion. So, hindi ko alam, nagpapakita na pala kayo dyan. So, umpisa ulit natin, tingnan natin. Yung last week, pinakita ko yung kung ano source ng smuggling, pag-umpisa nyo lang para malinawan naman natin. Englishin ko naman ngayon. The vicious cycle of smuggling and poverty. undervaluation, misdeclaration, fake consignees, fake goods, alert pay lift, port congestion. Sana imbitahin ko yung FDA. Dahil sabi nila, nakakapagpatagal raw ng pila sa customs yun. Dahil ang tagal bago payagan pumasok yung customs ko walang certification sa FDA. Maybe sa susunod. Pangalawang siglo, resulta ng massive smuggling, decline in output, jobs, and new businesses, kulang sa collection sa tax dahil bumaba ang negosyo. Domestic manufacturers cannot compete with cheap smuggled goods, closure of businesses, unemployment, low wages, labor instability, OFW. Di kayo magtataka dahil dyan, kumikita ang Pilipinas sa OFW at saka business processing outsourcing. Mga teacher natin, sumasagot ng telepono. At yun ang nagiging malaking sweldo. Kaya may pambili, napapaikot yung consumption. Kung may pambili nga, kung lalabas naman yung unequal competition, wala nang kikita sa mga negosyante natin. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, hindi tayo makabili ng sarili nating mga gamit. Ni pako, ni sapatos, ni anuman. At ano naging resulta? Poor government finances because ang infrastructure natin, wala tayong panggawa ng infrastructure. Nangungutang tayo. Nabasa ko na isang araw sa bulletin na ang infrastructure, ang kakulangan natin at ang laki ng utang nito nakaraang taon dahil nga binabalahan natin yung infrastructure natin. Di po ba, Mr. Peña?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, nadadagdag tayo ng utang para makagawa ng build. Inadequate schools and health facilities. Mababa ang sweldo ng gobyerno. Walang social safety nets. Karoon tayo ng safety nets yung tinaas ang VAT. Para malaman lang ninyo mga customs, nung tinaas namin ang VAT, in my first time in the Senate, nagkaroon ng PhilHealth dahil doon sa sin taxes. Nang makalak yun, nagkaroon na tayo ng PhilHealth. Nag-upisa tayo bago niyan, pero lumaki talaga ang pambayad ng mga tao sa PhilHealth, nakakabayad sa ospital. At kung hindi gagawin yun, wala tayong pambabayad sa PhilHealth. Dapat mas malaki, pero kulang pa. Yan yung ibig sabihin ng safety nets. Weak military. I will ask General Karma, who I respect as a soldier, na saan ka makakita yung Philippine Marines na doon sa Spratly, nakatira doon sa isang barkong isinadsad doon. Hindi tayo makakuha ng headquarters. Tagal-tagal na natin doon. Ang China biglang pumasok sa isang kisap mata. Ilang airfields na ang ginawa doon. Samantala yung mga sundalo natin, nakikiusap pa tayo para masuplayan natin ang kanilang pagkain doon. Pag nagkasakit, na high blood, tepok na yan. Drugs, crimes, na pumapunta ang tao. Nulit ko lang ito ulit para makita ninyo na ma-emphasize ko sa mga nanonood o mga nakikinig sa radyo na we are here to educate as well. Higher prices of gasoline. Tinaas natin. Tinaas ang presyo ng kotse ngayon. Loss of purchasing power. Bumaba ang pambili dahil mataas ang buwis. Higher taxes create greater incentives for smuggling. Ang sabi ni Alexander Hamilton, the father of modern customs in America, experience has shown us that moderate duties are more productive than higher ones. Kung mababa ang buwis, wala nang magbabayad. Kung hindi magbabayad pati sa moderate duties, tataas lalo. Lalo mahirapan ang tao, lalo nadami ang korupsyon. So, yan ang gusto kong pakita sa inyo. If you now go forward faster, please. Next. Yan ang Department of Finance. Ang mga leaks natin, poor government revenue and resulta sa customs duty, sa VAT on imported goods, excise taxes. Nasa gasolina. Hindi natin kumisan umiihi, nawawala yung gasolina, konti lang ang binabayaran. Bureau of Internal Revenue, yung VAT, papatunayan ko yan. on retail sales of imported goods, VAT on transport of imported goods, income tax of consignees, brokers, tracking firms. Next slide, please. So, napakapurang economic performance ng Department of Trade and Industry. Dahil fake goods, sabi ko nga kanina, domestic firms have become uncompetitive na nalugi na sila dahil sa cheap smuggled goods. Pati yero natin, hirap na hirap tayong kumuha ng yero. Alam ko, ako yung nasa Red Cross, bumibili pa ako ng yero kung minsan galing pa sa China. Madalas, yung bakal galing sa China. Poor performance in the direct investment. Dahil ayaw pumasok ng foreign direct investment dito, dahil makakompetensya lang sila ng smuggling. Hindi papasok. Ba't ako papasok dyan? Hindi ko na nga maibenta ang goods ko dyan eh. Kung makakapagbenta pa ako ng 40%, eh, nangyayari pa eh, karabang ko pa yung smuggling na mas mura. So, hindi kami tatagal. Poor performance in corruption index and ease of doing business. Siyempre, tulad nga sinabi ko, babagal ang negosyo. Inaccurate trade statistics, hindi malaman kung anong tunay sa national income data. Doon sa bigas, hindi tayo magkasundo kung ilan talaga pumasok. Agriculture. Yung rice, palagi yan. Makikita nyo mamaya. Sugar, chicken, pork, garlic. Low agricultural wages. Kaya wala na tayong farmers. Humihina ang produksyon natin. Lalo tayo nag-i-import. Dahil wala ng mga farmers na mga bago. Mo konti. Smuggling distorts supply and production data leading to poor policy making and possible shortages. Hindi natin malaman kung ano talaga ang magiging resulta ng ating production ng agriculture dahil sa smuggling. Department of Labor and Employment, smuggling kills competition, causing small domestic firms to close. Business closures and lack of new businesses creates unemployment and labor instability. Firms involved in smuggling do not follow labor practices. Next, please. Tuwarin niyo ako, kailangan pakita ko muna ito kung ba't tayo nag-iimbestiga sapagkat kung di natin maimbestiga, kung di natin gagawin ito, nagpapalabas lang tayo. And I'm trying to imbibe or inspire our customs collectors, our BIR, gumawa pa kami ng attrition law na hindi man lang napapasunod. Para kung maganda ang koleksyon, mataas ang buwis, mataas ang sweldo. Kung mababa ang koleksyon, dapat magtanggal tayo ng kolektor. Hindi ko nakikita nangyayari yan hanggang ngayon. May batas na ganyan. Nabigyan ito last week, pero from 2010 to 2018, talagang sala ang lahat ng target, ang BOC, kapos. Ganoon rin ang BIR. Hindi tayo makakolekta ng tama. Next. Let's focus on China. China is the Philippines' largest import partner. Makikita nyo, China, pinakamalaki. Japan sumunod. United States sumunod. Thailand. At saka, ano yung last? South Korea. Next slide. Bilisan na natin. Napakita ko na yung last yan. Pero, ito ang discrepancy na inuulit ko ulit. The discrepancy here is very clear. Pakipatay nga ilaw dito para lalo makita ng tao. Lights, please. Patayin nyo lang. Ayan. Ang reported exports sa Pilipinas ng Amerika is $8 billion. Ang na-report sa customs sa imports ay 7.6 billion. 6.3 lang ang variance. Sa Japan, lalo mababa. 10 billion, 300 million. 10 trillion to, trillion, no? Billion dollars. 10 billion ang Philippine reports, ang reported sa inyo. So, konti lang ang minus 1.4. China, $29 billion lang to. Ang Philippine report imports from China, ang layo, 15.9 billion. So, ang lawak ng diferensya. So, lumalabas ang variance, $13.9 billion ang lumalabas at 661 billion in imports from China, underreported in 2016 alone. I repeat, ang kinukuha natin sa train, 134 billion pesos. Sa China lang ang kakulangan, dala ng, makita nyo, ang lawak, 661 billion pesos. Makuha lang natin yan, di tayo dapat magkaroon ng train. Ang dagdag sa buwis. Dahil malinaw na malinaw, hindi nakokolekta yung bagay na yan. So, makikita natin ngayon, sa susunod, next please. Ito ba yung kagabi? Arman? 423 billion was collected from imports from China from 2012 to 2016. 5 years. Pero hindi na kolekta sa VAT, ay mukhang gano'n rin. Kaya sabi nga ng University of Asia and the Pacific, sa aming kwenta, another 420 billion is lost from uncollected VAT beyond customs when the goods are passed on to distributor and ultimately to the consumer. Sabi nga, 905 billion. Now, pakitingnan nga natin yung hati. Next, please. Okay, well, pinasok na agad. Yung hati ang kailangan ko. Ayan. Sige na, di ba? Bibilis ako lang ito. Kung makokolekta, madodoble pa natin, mawawipe out natin yung kakulangan ng shortage at nasusweldohan natin ang mga teachers. Ang sweldo ng sundalo, lumaki ng gusto. Sweldo ng polis, lumaki ng gusto. Ang gusto ko sana ang sweldo ng teacher, 40,000. Ang sweldo ngayon ng teacher, 18,000. Kaya talon-talo tayo sa ibang bansa. Mapalaki lang natin ng 24,000 ang sweldo kada teacher, malaking bagay na. At gagaling ang mga bata. Magawa natin ng 30,000 ang sweldo ng teacher, gagaling. Kung di ko nagkakamali, ang sweldo ngayon ng sundalo is 28,000 na. Tama ba yan? Di ba? 28,000 per soldier. Ang teacher natin, kulelat na kulelat, 18,000. Ano ba mas mahalaga sa atin? Education o sundalo? Well, pareho mahalaga yan. Pero mas kailangan ko sa tingin ko ang teachers. Yan. Kung magagawa mo yan, talagang magtataasan natin ang sweldo, ang budget natin sa uncollected taxes, makita nyo 905 billion. Kung magagawa natin yan, from SG11, 20,000 na sweldo kasalukuyan, no?
Third tranche.
Ha?
Third tranche.
Third tranche pa yan. Third tranche. Abot tayo ng 34,700 per teachers. Kakayanin natin yan. Kakayanin natin. So, ang teachers gaganahan pumasok, mahalaga sa kanilang eskwela, makakapagturo na maayos. I can see you're all listening. And I'm just saying, trying to catch your attention para malaman nyo ang kahalagaan ng trabaho ng customs at saka, customs pa lang yan, wala pa yung BIR. Customs and BIR na yan, I'm sorry. Doon sa customs pa lang galing yan. Next. It can fund tuition fees in state universities and colleges. For the next 17 years, libre. Next. The 905 billion in uncollected taxes can improve the national immunization program dramatically na wala na magkakasakit doon sa dapat na nabigyan ng immunization. Huwag lang din baksya. Next. The 995 will improve our national health insurance for the next 15 years. Universal health insurance. Lahat may insurance. Next. Social pension of indigent senior citizens, not to mention pensions of the military, na ang laki-laki ng utang ng gobyerno natin sa mga veterano. I-remember ko ilan yan? Hindi na babayaran ang mga veterano natin. Social pension for indigent senior citizens, budget 19.3 billion each year to fund pensions for senior citizens for 46 years. Next.
It can address food security, to fund the rice and corn program, farm-to-market roads, and research and development for the agriculture, forestry, and fishery sector for 6 years.
Tuloy-tuloy yan. 6 years.
Next. Livelihood program can be assisted to help poor families. Hindi lang bigyan sila ng conditional cash transfer. Madadagan sila matulungan ng livelihood. At magkaroon sila and provide them assistance to obtain decent employment for 127 years. Kung kakalat mo yung 7.1 billion sa 905 billion. Pero of course, paparti-partihin mo yan para mas marami matulungan over the years. Next. Next. The 905 billion in corrections can establish a unified correction system. Na ngayon, marami nagkakasakit sa crowded prisons natin. Detention pa lang yan. Pero pa yung penitentiary natin. I think Muntinlupa was made for 5,000. I think they now have about 18,000 or 25,000 kung di ako nakakamali. Mga ganon. Ganon rin yung mga inaangal sa atin ng Bureau of Management of Jails. Next, please. Karsada, infrastructure for 2 years. Magagawa natin ang karamihan ng karsada, tulay natin. Next. Maraming trabaho ang aabutin yan. Flood control, irrigation, na dapat, kung magawa lang natin yung 400,000 hectares na sira ang irrigation, hindi na tayo mag-aangkat ng bigas. Pero palaging walang pera. Kaya hindi magawa-gawa. Next. I hope I'm not boring you. I want to bore you. If you're bored, tingnan nyo mabuti. Because it could fund our hospitals. Provide even government hospitals with first-class treatment facilities. Water. Next. Sinobra nyo naman sobra-sobra ito. Fund countries' infrastructure for seaports. Kailangan natin ng mga seaports. Power supply. Kailangan ba darating yung military dyan? Next, please. Bilisan nyo na. Next. Next, please. Ayan. 18 billion each. Kung 905 billion, bilhin natin lahat yan. That's 50 frigates. Of course, that's not gonna happen. Hindi naman tayo bibili ng 50 frigates overnight. Pero pwede ka makabili unti-unti 2 frigates a year. Para may ng frigates na mapapatrolya ang 7,640 islands ng ating bayan. We can buy even F-35A, which costs 5.2 billion isa. Nangangarap lang ako rito Kung makuha lang yung pera yan, overnight we can have kahit na F-16 or F-15, mahal pa rin yan. Pero at least, meron tayong pasagot sa mga threat natin. Next. Yan, kailangan natin C-130. 3.5 billion each yan, kung di ako nagkakamali. Talo pa tayo ng Singapore sa dami ng C-130. Ngayon, niloloko Air Force, ang C-130 natin, 1.5. Yan tumatakbo. Isa tumatakbo yung kalahati ginagawa. Pero ngayon nato, umabot ata ng 3 or 4. 4 na ba? General? 4 na. Pagka may disaster, hindi tayo hingi sa Canada, sa Australia, madadala na natin yung relief natin. Mga sundalo natin, makakabisita yung mga pamilya nila, mababalikan, mabibigyan ng hakdang supply. Next. Ayan, yung F-16, 3.12 billion isa. Siguro kahit na tayo isang flight, baka bilhin naman tayo, o isang squadron. Pasagot lang. Unti-unti. Next. Mas mahal pala yung F-15, 4.42 billion each. Isang aeroplano, 4 billion na ang halaga. Talagang mangangarap ka kung wala ka talagang pambili. Dahil hindi natin makolekta yan. Next. Well, reforestation, lahat na yan. So, let's go now to the split Arman, split. You split, yeah. This is how it happens. Ito ang customs, ito ang BIR. 400 plus billion dito sa customs ang nawawala. Sa BIR, sabi nila, pareho lang. Hindi dapat nabayaran dun sa VAT, dun sa labas. Sa customs, pakita ko lang sa inyo si Mr. Taguba. Yung kanyang pinasok dito, yung kanyang sinabi dito na ang kanyang binabayad na benchmark, 40,000. Tinaas na ito ni Commissioner La Peña.
Yes, Your Honor.
Magkano na ngayon ang benchmark, sir?
We do not go the benchmarking, Your Honor. We go by correct valuation, but still there are some there is still benchmarking to a certain extent, and it's now at the vicinity of 200,000 euros.
Yes. So tataas, I'm sure, ang collection ng customs kayo. Pero ang problema, paglabas kayo sa Bureau of Internal Revenue, diyan pumapasok yung mga fake receipts. Dahil, biglang magic, ang binayad lang out of 3.5 containers ni 649 containers or 3.5 containers ang nilabas ni EMT or ni Miss Tatad. Pakinggan nyo ako, ito lang yung labanan eh. 3.5 containers a day, 649 containers ang nailabas niya. Ang kanyang binayad sa customs ay No. Value of imports na ay 195 million worth of goods. 195 million. Mayor, take note. Pero ang binayad niya lang sa tax, sa BIR, dito sa kanan, ay 3,586 pesos. Kunyari, nagbayad ng konti sa customs ng 26 million plus. Kunyari, nabayad. Para na masabi may binayad kahit na paano. Dapat mas malaki yan. Pagdabas pa ng customs, meron pang truck yan na dapat may VAT. May bodega yan na dapat may VAT. Tama ba yan, Miss Nugid ng BIR? Bawat galaw yun, may VAT, di ba? Pag pinasa na nila yung goods nila doon sa distributor nila, halimbawa, itong mall na ito, binigyan nila, dapat babayad ng tax yan, di ba? VAT, transfer. Ano ang papakita nila ngayon kung wala? Wala sila may papakita eh. Di ba? So, meron ngayon pumapasok sa customs, maaaring yung mga player o yung mga broker, kailangan mo ba ng resibo? Bayaran mo ako ng 2% ng babayaran mo. Bibigyan kita ng resibo. Para may ipakita ka sa BIR, pag tinanong ka ng BIR. So may mga fake receipts sila. Correct me if I'm wrong, ha? Pag pinakita ngayon sa BIR, sinita natin ng BIR, meron naman resibo eh. Because according to the law, the rule, na sinasabi na kailangan lang doon sa broker o yung consignee para ma-retain siya sa listahan ng customs accreditation ay kailangan lang, according to the law, hindi ito, yung rule. Ito ba yan? Is to make sure that they show a certification from the Customs Department, from the BIR, na nagbayad sila sa BIR. Ito, 2.2 out of 042014. Please follow me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Customs Memorandum Order 042014. Ang kailangan lang nila ay yung BIR Importer Clearance Certificate. I asked now the BIR. Ito ba yun? No. Bring it back. Yan ang sinasabi, yung kailangan. Ito ba yun? Pinakita lang sa customs na 3,500. Hindi checkin ng customs yan. Sabi niya, sige, pwede ka ba mag-import? Tama po ba yan, Ms. Nugid? Answer, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, dahil hindi nag-uusap ang BIR at customs, ang binahid lang kalahati, nakapus pa, sa duties, doon pa lang sa customs, ay mababa na. Pagdabas sa BIR, lumabas na sa gate ng customs, pinasa na sa Divisoria o sa mga ibang mga mall, magpepeke na ng resibo yan. Dahil yun wala silang input VAT eh. Para lang maipakita, dahil allegedly legal lahat yung mga sisingilan ng BIR sa mga mall, di ba? Meron silang mga resibo doon eh. Etong sales for the day, may VAT yun, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
BIR? Correct. Let the record state that the BIR is being questioned here. What is this? In other words, ang minimum binabayad lang ng EMT and fake consign is pay a minimum for tax compliance of 100 to 250 pesos per month.
Yes, Your Honor.
Sakit nun ah. 100 pesos, 250 pesos per month. NBI, are you taking note? 100 pesos, 250 pesos. Papakita lang nila to comply with that provision of the BIR or the customs para maka-operate na naman sila. Nung binisita namin itong mga bisinang ito, kaya ako pinatawag ito, itong mga papel na ito na binigay sa amin ng alas 5 ng hapon, kahapon. Sinabi ko sa inyo, imbisigayin natin ito. Umabot lang sa amin ito alas 5 ng hapon. Ang session namin umabot hanggang alas 8 kagabi. So, magsisimula kami buksan ito. Ako at least, andun ako, alas 8 ba, bubuksan na ito. Yung mga tao ko binuksan na yan. Tapos kami dyan kagabi, alas 2. Hindi pa namin nabutlat at lahat yan. So, today, kapakita namin sa inyo, at I will not declare an executive session. I'm not interested in the individual consignees. Gusto ko lang mapakita kay Commissioner La Peña at sa BIR yung 400 plus billion na nawawala pag tumawid ng bakod ng customs, hindi na ko-collect. Kaya hindi natin makollect yung 905 billion for the last 5 years. So, ang laki nun. Alright? So, having said that, lumalabas 3,586. Now, my staff told me this morning on the way here, magkano binabayad mo ang tax kung ikaw ay SG 12? Ang sweldo nun ay ilan? Ha? 19,800 ang sweldo dito ng SG 12. Kagad, di pa dyan na ibubulsa yun, inagaw na ng BIR yung 3,000 pesos. Wala? 3,800 pesos sa sweldo niya. Ha? Withheld. Withheld. Which means yung binayad ni Ms. Tatad na 3,000 for the whole year, talon-talo siya ng binabahid ng mere employee rito. Kayo mga nakikinig dyan, pati mga cameraman, lahat kayo, pag sumweldo kayo, may withholding tax kayo. Si Ms. Tatad, binayad niya for 195 million sa BIR is 3,586. Yung manggagawa, yung NBI agent, tayong lahat, hindi ka ICTSI, kagat ng kagat ang BIR ng VAT. Duty nila yun eh, sa atin. Pati BIR, kinakagat ng VAT yan. Sweldo, tama? Please do not nod your head. Say yes, sir. Sige.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Oh, by the way, ang gusto ko sabihin, ganyan katindi ang smuggling.
Now, I will now proceed to the investigation at hand. Pasensya na kayo, medyo mahaba yung pasakalya. Kailangan lang maintindihan ng lahat. So, may I direct the Director of the Blue Ribbon Committee to administer the oath of para sa lahat.
Those who are here for the first time, kindly stand and raise your right hand. While those who have taken their oath before are reminded that you will be testifying.
From the DOJ. Please state your name. Excuse me. DOJ?
Sir. Sir,
State your name.
From DOJ, sir, Senior Assistant State Prosecutor Racendel Rex Gingoyon
Yes, Your Honor.
and Assistant State Prosecutor Rodan Parrocha.
Yes, Your Honor.
Rasendel.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's the name of Rudolph Rasendel and the prisoner of Zenda. Is that where your name comes from?
From the combination of my mother and father's name, Your
Okay.
Honor. Rosalinda and Cordel, Your
Yan
Honor.
yung creative ang Pilipino. Sa prisoner of Zenda, yung bidero ang pangalan, Rudolph Rasendel. Alright? So, pinapataas ko lang kamay nyo at may comment ako sa inyo bago mamaya. Go ahead.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
Yes, we do.
Okay, for the DOJ, tapos na. O, iba.
Your Honor, from the DTI, representing Secretary Lopez, who is currently in Australia, Ms. Josephine Virey, Senior Trade and Industry Development Specialist. For Mr. Faisa de la Rosa, Trade and Industry Development Specialist.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after the shining personality before you.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let the record state that both DTI representatives have taken their oaths. And on the right? From where?
Ms. Hazelyn Panlilio of H.A. Panlilio Trading
Yes.
and Ms. Hasmin Abdon, Pointers Zone Enterprises.
Who is this Hazelyn? Nakaitim? Hazelyn Palillo, nakaitim? Yes, all right.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Thank you.
Let the record state that the two consignees that I invited here are here. I invited a lot of other consignees, but I will not try to embarrass them. I will just point out as examples what is being spent or not, what is being paid and not paid. Sit down, please. Thank you. Salamat po. I also want to point out to the Department of Justice that everybody who swears and takes an oath here, I remind, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. Do you have an attorney? Kayong lahat? Sino may abogado dito? Pakitaas sa kamay. Okay, may abogado yung dalawa. Nagaling ka, Panlillo at saka Abdon. At you have the right to an attorney, and if you don't have one, the Senate will provide you with one for free. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Rasendel said yes, and the other one?
Yes, Your Honor.
I only say that to the DOJ because I'm surprised the DOJ dismissed the case against Kermit, who was here. I advised him the same rights, and he did so voluntarily and admitted to all his kalokohan and smuggling, and I am just flabbergasted, stymied, that the DOJ dismissed the case, or certain sections in the DOJ. Were you part of that, Rasendo?
Yes, sir. Actually, I'm the recommending authority who approved the resolution, Your Honor,
You recommended the removal of the dismissal.
of the Kerwin Spinoza case, Your Honor.
All right, that will be the subject of another Blue Ribbon investigation in the future.
Yes, Your Honor.
So everybody is forewarned at hindi pwedeng gamitin namin yung statement ninyo katulad ni Kerwin, dapat ginamit ng DOJ laban sa kanya. Hindi naman namin tinutukan ng baril sa ulo yun eh. Umamin siya eh. Andito ang NBI noon eh. Siya ang nagkwento ng lahat ng sinabi niya. Alright? Now, the DTI heard, tama ba yung presentation natin dito na nakakasama ito sa negosyo? Can I have your statement, please?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anong yes? What do you mean?
Yung pong statement yung kanina that it affects po yung economy natin because of the loss in revenue.
Kita nyo nga yung loss of sa Department of the Trade ulit. In loss of income, loss of foreign direct investment. Apektuhan tayo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit? Ayaw pumasok dahil
Yes,
talo
sir.
sa competition ng smuggling.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh. Ano pa? Hindi
Yun
lang
po,
yan.
yung ranking po natin in ease of doing business po, affected din po, sir.
Affected din yun.
Yes, Your Honor.
So nawawala na nga na buhay yung small business.
Yes, Your Honor.
Dahil nawawalan sila ng business, wala silang hanap buhay, mahirapan pa ang Estado, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. So, and a lot more, right? So, you agree na ang damage na ginagawa ng smuggling ay napakalawak,
Yes,
napakalaki.
Your Honor. I
Alright.
agree.
And you want it stopped.
Of course, definitely,
And
Your
if it is
Honor.
stopped, what will happen to us?
Sir, marami pong makikinabang, lalo na po yung mahihirap nating kababayan.
Bakit?
They will be benefited from yung mga revenues na makokolect po natin.
Bakit? Ba't sila mabe-benefit?
Masisilbihan po sila ng mabuti ng gobyerno, Your Honor.
At dadami investor.
At the dami investors.
Yung iniimbita nyo sa Department of Trade, na doon ngayon sa Australia, yun yung secretary, pag pumasok dito yan, dadami yan.
Yes, Your Honor. Mas
Marami
madali
ring
po natin
kompetensya.
sila makukumbinse na mag-invest sa Pilipinas, Your Honor.
Of course. And of course, talo tayo ngayon sa Vietnam. Talo tayo sa Thailand. Talo tayo sa Malaysia. Talo tayo sa Singapore. In other words, ang ranking natin sa ASEAN, pangilan sa direct investments. Second to the last.
Second to the last, Your Honor.
Tama ba yan?
Yes, Your
No, I
Honor.
think it's third to the last.
Sa ease of doing business po, third to the last.
Ease of doing business, third on the last. Pero sa foreign direct investment, second to the last.
Yes, sir.
So, I just wanted to show that para makita ninyo kung ano nangyayari dyan. Anyway, now let me now go to an example. O, pakita mo na yung example natin. Yung galing dito. Na hindi natin magamit to. Okay na. Bakit ito kagad? Diba may number 1, number 2 ito? Ano, EL? I'll give you an example. BIR, please take note. Customs, please take note. Hindi ko nilagay yung tunay na pangalan niya, ha? Pero mayroon akong papel ng tunay. Andito, hawak ko. Alright? Customs at saka BIR. Sa mga na nakikinig sa radyo, pinapakita ko lang yung resulta ng pinasok. Katulad ito ni Mr. Guba. Kay Mr. Guba, inamin niya ito kaya pwede kong ipakita. Pero ito, sabi ng BIR, huwag kong pakita dahil may batas. Dapat executive session. Out of respect for the BIR, dapat executive session ko. Pero I don't want to rob the people of being able to listen to these examples of rank loss of government because of corruption, because of smuggling. Alright? Malinaw?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ayoko kasing parang tinago pa natin. Gusto ko marinig ng tao na ganito pala ang nawawala. Okay. Company EL imported 833 million pesos worth of goods. Alright? Ilan taon yan? 2 years. 2 taon. Yan ang total. 833 million, 2 years. Ang binayad nila sa tax, 2 years yan, ha? Out of 2,181 containers. Pakipatay nyo nga ilaw. Yan. 2,181 containers. Ang binayad nila sa tax, sa customs and duties, 165,085,561. Out of a total na pinasok na 832.8 million. Alright? At the average of 2.8 million containers a day. Pero ang binayad sa internal revenue, 2 years, 15,629. Divided by 2, that's 7,000 plus pesos. Correct? 2 years.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tama yan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Ha? So, ang binabayad lang nila, ito yung minimum. In 250 a day. Ha? A month? A month. 250 a month. Yan ang bala binabayad nila. Ilan na wala sa gobyerno dyan, dapat? Ilan dapat na nabayad dyan kung talagang tutusin? Alam nyo?
Sir, we don't have any idea, sir.
Ang estimate namin, dahil magbabat yan, kung talagang nagbayad ng VAT yan sa mga supplier doon sa kanilang yung mga tatanggap, times 2. Conservative, times 2 ang babayad nila. Alright? So magkano lalabas yan? Another 165. 165 million. Kung nagbayad ng VAT, Sid La Peña, do you see it?
May request clarification of the question, Your Honor.
Well, sinasabi ko, ito ang binayad sa customs for the last 2 years. Ang estimate ng UAP at estimate namin, yung babayaran sa VAT, pag lumabas sa gate ng customs, pwede pa yun sa tracking, pwede pa yun doon sa VAT ng tracking, VAT ng storage, ang babayaran, nakikita ko tumatango si, ano pa naman iya? Pakibuksan ang mikropono.
Mrs. Abdon po, Your Honor.
Mrs. Abdon, estimate, babayaran na doble nung binayad nila dyan. So, aabot ng another 165 million. They're 2 years eh.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, is it justified itong binayad dito? Tatanungin ko ngayon, panahon ba na palitan na yan na dapat ang requirement ng BIR at sa customs, hindi lang yung perfunctory na magpapakita sila na mayroong certificate of compliance. Papakita nila kung anong actual na binayaran nila sa lahat ng containers na pinasok nila for the last 2 years. Would you agree to that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Lalakas ang kita ng BIR.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ng tao, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Customs Commissioner?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ito makatwid, you now work as a team. Hindi na katulad ngayon na wala ng gobyerno na napakalaki 165 million pa dagdag, binayad lang, konti lang, lalaki ang koleksyon natin. So, the possibility of collecting that 905 billion na sinasabi ko in 5 years, kakayanin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sabi ng BIR.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Now, let me give you another example. AB Company. Of course, that's not the name. Marami nakakahinga rito dahil hindi ko binabanggit yung pangalan eh. Bawal ho kasi. So, AB Company, pinasok nila 684 million. Commissioner na ba niya? Over 5 years ba yan? 5 years. Ang binayad nila over the 5-year period is 131 million. Or 5 years. Ang binayad nila sa BIR, 62,597. Dapat bayaran nila 131. Ito, you agree with me na yung binayad na 131,000 sa customs, hindi pa yan ang tama. Sir,
Yes, Your Honor.
undervalued ba yan?
Yes, Your Honor. In most cases, yes, Your Honor.
In most cases, it's undervalued.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, hindi yan ang tama. Sa mga nakikinig, nagbayad kunyari, pero mas malaki dapat ang binayad. So, lugi ang bayan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Lugi si Juan de la Cruz.
That's right, Your Honor.
Lugi si Sargento ng Army.
Yes, Your Honor. Mamayang Pilipino, Your Honor.
Mamamayang Pilipino, lugi lahat yan. So, again, I ask you, pag pinagsama natin yung BIR at Costas at pinapakita pareho itong dalawang papel na ito, right away, makikita ka agad ng BIR, ba't ang liit-liit ng binayad mo, ang laki pala ng pinasok mo. Dahil hindi nakikita ng cost ng BIR kung ang pinasok niya, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sinusunod nyo lang,
Yung Yung declaration nila, Your Honor.
Declaration sa inyo na nagbayad sila ng ganito para maka-restore sila ulit ng panibago.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, sa palagay nyo, kung nakuha nyo lahat yung tax na yan, under the attrition law, Commissioner La Peña, malaki yung collection ng customs. Ano po?
Yes, Your Honor, and we will be hitting our target.
You'll be hitting your target.
Yes, sir.
And if you hit your target, your customs employees will get
Incentive reward, Your Honor.
incentive reward to possibly millions.
Yes, Your Honor. That's
Millions ang babayaran sa mga kawali ng customs. At BIR, under the attrition law, correct, Ms.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nugid?
Yes, Your
Lolo ko
Honor.
siya, hindi Nugud, Ms. Nugid. Ang BIR. Alright? So, ibig sabihin, it benefits everybody. Ano po?
Yes, Your Honor, and that can be a substitute to the TARA, Your Honor. The
Substitute sa
reward.
TARA.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi na tatayo ang mga senador dito at sasabihin, oh, si ganito, si commissioner, oh, si ganito, kumukuha doon sa TARA. Dahil malaki na ang kinukuha at dahil nabibigyan na sila, swak na ang pasok ng pera sa customs sa BIR. Okay, dadagdag ko pa. Konti lang naman to eh. Hindi ko na sinama lahat to. But this is indicative of our studies, no thanks to BIR, no thanks to customs. Kinuha ko lang ito. Mayroon akong magsasabi sa amin doon. Next. JU. Yan. JU, kunyari, ang kumpanya. Ang pinasok lang over 3 years is 850 million. Over 3 years. Ang binayad nila sa BIR, 81,652 ba yan o 42? 42. Nakalagay doon, 52. Oh. Inaantong na ba kayo ng ginawa niya? Inaantong na kayo. Whether it's 42 or 52, dapat ang binayad sa gobyerno nito sa customs 140 143 million. Round up na natin. Dapat ang binayad din sa BIR 143 million. These are estimates. Dinodouble ko lang dahil sa VAT. Dahil yung lipat niya may VAT, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So lalaki na naman ang koleksyon. O bilisan na natin. Dahil tayo lang tatanungin ko, paulit-ulit na eh. Kung mag-uusap ang customs at BIR taon-taon, pagbayaran na yan, makikita kagad kulang ang binayad. Now, kailangan lang natin ito yung magbayad, dapat may certification. Ito talaga ang binayad. Hindi yan certification pro forma. Mawawala ng negosyo yung consignee, palagay mo? Commissioner?
I would say so, Your Honor.
Hindi naman siguro mawawala, pero magbabayad na siya ng totoo.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Right?
What will disappear in the equation, Your Honor, is the money that goes to the syndicate due to corruption.
And everybody will be happy. Masaya lahat.
Yes, Your Honor.
Bilisan na natin. Next. 1 billion ang pinasok ni EP. 1 billion. No, sandali, nagkamali ako. I forgot I'm a lawyer. Let me just call the BIR here, please. Tatlo kayo. I want you to identify the document. Baka sinabi na, nambobola ako eh. Umpisahan nyo sa una. Kanina, balik mo nga. Tatlong balik. O, ito na muna. Sige, ito na muna. Ito na muna. Please, forward. The RDO is here. The RDO's name is? Ha? Ano? Bautista, right? Bershiba? Huh? Bershiba Bautista. I'm showing to you a document that purports to be payment to the BIR. Tama ba yung document nito? Parang hindi naman ako mapagod dito. Tama yan. And and showing to you the document there that shows ang binayad malayo dito sa pumasok sa customs. Do you attest to that?
Yes, sir.
Please speak on the microphone.
I attest to that, sir.
All right. Okay, let's now move to the next one. Finish one. Ito, 850 million to yung JU. JU ba yung pinakita mo?
Yes, sir.
Oh, sige, susunod. Come on. Hindi pinabalik. Go back, go back. Sabi mo na lang yung pangalan. Ito, EL. Show EL. Showing to you a company called EL, pero dyan ang tunay na pangalan. Hindi natin sinasabi yung pangalan, right? Sabi mo. Nakikita mo yung tunay na pangalan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tunay na pangalan ng tao yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Corresponding to, right here, alias EL ang ginamit natin.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pareho ba lumalabas?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So, sa mga tweet, talo ang BIR dyan. Tama?
Talong-talo po.
Talo ang
Honor.
gobyerno.
Talong-talo ang gobyerno, sir.
Okay. You attest to it.
I attest to it, Your Honor.
Sige. Next. Back. AB. A document showing AB dyan, pero ang pangalan na dyan. Pareho ba ang figures?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano sinasabi ng figures dyan?
62,596
Ang
was
binayad
paid.
sa BIR. So, tama ito.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero pakita ko sa iyo yung isang dokumento ng customs. Ang binayad niya sa customs ay... Yan ba nakalagay niya sa papel na?
Sir, what I'm holding is
Customs ito. 131.
there's nothing 131 million, sir.
Yeah, just sa BIR.
Sa BIR po
Pero
is
sa customs, ang binigay sa amin customs database. And we can show that. Kung sisiya sa atin ito, Commissioner La Peña, lalabas sa customs, right? Yan, tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, bahala na kayo kung gusto nyo siya sa atin yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right? So, makikita mo, inulse ang BIR nung binayad sa customs. Ang laki sa inyo. Kapiranggot lang. Sabi mo, bakit ako
sobrang maliit lang po yung ibinayad sa BIR.
sobrang maliit lang kumpara sa customs.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, ang laki na nawala sa gobyerno.
Malaking malaki po.
Okay. Kita mo yung susunod. Ito. Ito yung una kanina eh. Tapos na tayo dyan, di ba? Ha? Hey, bakit di mo makikita no? Yung 1 billion kanina. Yung 1 billion. This is direct. Ha? Show EP please, EP. Pinaghirapan nyo kagabi, tapos kananga pa kayo. EP. Yung 1 billion. Yan. Diyan sa customs ang binayad 1 billion. Ang pinasok, ang binayad na tax sa BIR medyo malaki-laki. 550,000 or 540,000. Pero sa customs, ang binayad 165 million. Ang binayad sa BIR, ilan?
540,150, Your Honor.
So, ang layo.
Sobrang layo.
Sobrang
Your
layo.
Honor.
Ilan ang binayad dyan sa customs?
165,838,443.
Pero ang binayad sa BIR,
540,150 pesos, Your Honor.
so, dagat ang layo. Langit at lupa. Okay, langit at lupa ang layo, sabi ni so, let's go. Next. Next. Ha? Oh, sige. 5 na nilagay namin. I will give it to the Commissioner of Customs, and I would expect that the BIR and the Customs Commissioner will work together so he can work and find out with the rest. Kung ano nangyari. Nasa sa inyo na yan kung kakalkalin nyo yan.
Yes, Your Honor. We will, after this, we will meet with the BIR.
Thank you very
and,
much.
We will ensure that what is due government should be given to government, Your Honor.
Do you have a computer that links all this, the BIR and the BOC? I would imagine that in this day and age, you can link the BIR and the BOC.
Not yet, Your Honor, but that's what we are planning to do, Your Honor.
But sir, kung nakuha ng Blue Ribbon Committee ito,
It is with the Bureau of Customs, Your Honor.
makukuha nyo rin, right?
Yes, Your Honor. That is for the Bureau of Customs, Your Honor. But I don't think BIR is linked with us in as far as those data are concerned, Your Honor.
Will BIR cooperate?
Pardon, sir. I'm sorry.
Will BIR cooperate with Customs?
Yes, sir. Definitely,
Obviously.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Tax evasion ito eh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Di ba? Hindi lang tax evasion. Total na niloloko ang bayan natin. Ano po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
So,
Your Honor.
what I'd like to see, and I'll tell you already, I will amend the law. I will propose an amendment of the law to make sure that it is mandatory now that both of you see the same figures, the same importations, so that you can now collect the correct taxes. And I will pray that you collect the correct taxes para happy yung mga pamilya nyo. May dangal, inipon nyo yung pera nyo, lumaki ang sweldo ninyo, yumaman ng Pilipino, may pambili tayo sa military ng gamit, may pambayad tayo ng education sa mga bata, pwede natin silang padala abroad sa mga scholarships, pwede natin bigyan ng maraming hospital na gamit, pwede lawakan ng insurance, lahat yan. I can assure you that we can do that. Would you agree, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, that is what we are trying to do now, Your Honor. And we have a scheduled signing of ABUA with BIR in as far as this is concerned with a timeline of within April, Your Honor.
Well, I'm giving you what we got, and all you have to do is follow what we did and compare it, and you'll be able to collect the correct taxes. Because walang may papakita resibo yung mga yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Panay peke. Kasi gagawin na sa BIR, papakita lang yung resibo. O, nagbayad naman pala eh. Kung friendly yung BIR, nagbayad naman pala eh. O, may peke resibo, hindi ko na checkin yan. Tama ba yan, RDO? Do not nod your head, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. So, ibig sabihin, kung meron na talagang tunay na resibo, makukolekt nyo lahat yung dapat kolekin. I hope the media is appreciating what we're doing here because if you let the public know what they're losing, and that's why I went, talagang pinaghirapan ko na makuha lahat yung mga sinasabi namin dito para maintindihan ng tao na nawawala sa kanila, mas ma-appreciate ng tao at, sorry, magagalit yan sa inyong lahat na hindi nyo kinokolekt, pero pag nagawa nyo yan, matutuwa sa inyong lahat yung ginagawa na bago, kung magagawa yan. And by the way, ulitin ko, kung makolekta yan, hindi kailangan panibagong train. Because I will tell you, in no uncertain terms, kung makukolek ito ng BIR at saka ng customs, hindi natin kailangan magdagdag pa ng tax sa train. Hindi ko isususi ang aking posisyon sa train, pero kung nakikita ko ganyan kalawak, I will oppose train. Just one vote. Hindi ko papayag na lapas sa kanin ang mamamayang Pilipino. Ilan lang ang yayaman, ilang mayayaman ang lalong yayaman, ang mga tao walang trabaho, ang trabaho walang paggamot, ang mga tao walang pang-paral, ang sundalo natin kulang sa gamit, ni walang first aid sa pocket nila, wala silang hospital ship na makakaalalay sa kanila, wala tayong aeroplano, wala tayong Navy, wala tayong Coast Guard. Eh talagang, if I have to filibuster, I will filibuster. Because I have all the documents now. Not this but a lot more. And if that doesn't happen, then we will go after if we have to do it ourselves. I don't think, I think with Commissioner La Peña and Sonny Dominguez up in the Department of Finance and with President Duterte, I'm sure they will go after these people now. Do I have your assurance, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
You notice, mabait ako rito ngayon. I don't want to go after. It's not my job. Although it's my duty. I'm doing my duty as a senator in aid of legislation to do this. Now it becomes your job and your duty to go after all these people that have been doing this for so many years.
Very well understood, Your Honor.
I don't mind telling you, baka himatayin na yung kakasabihin ko nito. I don't mind telling you, in the Board of Directors Governance meeting last week, 2 weeks ago, may nakipagkaibigan sa akin, binigyan ng lupa ang Red Cross, pero sinauli ko yung lupa because baka maimbestiga siya. Hindi ko nasasabihin dito yan. Sinauli ko yung titulo ng lupa. Hindi ko naman tatanggap yung sarili ko yun eh. Pinabigyan naman sa Red Cross eh. Pero hindi ko tinanggap. So I hold you hostage on that. If I can refuse for the Red Cross, which needs it, so should you. I don't mean no disrespect from anybody. Maybe it's a real contribution, but as far as I'm concerned, kolektahin muna natin ito mga dapat kolektahin para makatulong tayo sa bayan natin, pare-pareho.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Having said that, wala pa kayo ng computer. Akala ko ba meron na tayong BOC, BIC, BIR computers? Akala ko meron na yan eh.
We have just, Your Honor, I just make a statement. Well, we just have launched, the Department of Finance have just launched the National Single Window. And the intention is all government agencies will be linked to this program, Your Honor.
Well, that will be part of our recommendation. I really just want to get this over with. Kikita nyo dahil sa TARA, pumapasok pati drugs. I've already submitted my report there. And I call the attention again of BIR. Tingnan nyo mabuti yung inimbestigan nyo doon. Yung DOJ. I'm glad you're here. We are willing to give you all the evidence we gathered in the cases of EJK, in the case... in fact, ang lament namin, and I say this before everybody, imbestiga kami ng imbestiga rito, upo lang ang ombudsman, upo lang ang DOJ dito. Kung kailangan nyo ng ebidensya, bibigyan namin sa inyo yung nakuha namin ebidensya. Then you have cases to file. You don't have cases to dismiss. You have cases to file. Now remember, budget time is coming in July. That's not a threat. But I will certainly look with disfavor upon an agency that doesn't do its job. Am I understood, Councilor?
Yes, Your Honor.
I am not on a power trip here, and against the impressions of others, maybe some legislators do bamboozle their witnesses. I have nothing but respect to all the witnesses here, provided they speak the truth and they are forthright. And I have nothing but total support for people like Sid La Peña if he does his job. You wanted to ask me for help. I will support you in whatever way I can in the legislature. I have nothing but appreciation sa ICTSI and other companies. At least I have appreciation for 2 consignees who appeared here. Now please investigate all this. Yung hindi nag-attend, yun ang investigahin nyo. Dahil maraming hindi nag-attend dito na consignee. Having said that, I'll just declare a 1-minute recess. I am beginning to have liquidity problems. 1-minute recess, after which I will call the General and all the others that who were mentioned so that they can have their day in court here or their day in the Senate. Thank you. 1-minute recess. Session is in order again. I just want to point out to everybody here, pati yung mga nakikinig sa palatuntunan natin sa labas, ay ito mga sole proprietorship pa lang ito. So, liable lahat yan, individually. Kaya ba nilang maglabas ng dahan-dahan bilyon ng mga tatad? Kaya ba nilang maglabas ng gano'n? Ito sila Miss Panlillo. Ito sila Miss, ano pa nun? Ano pala nyo ulit?
Mrs. Abdon po, Your Honor.
Miss Abdon. Bilyon-bilyon yung nilalabas nyo eh. I call the attention of BIR. I'm pointing this out. Na hindi nila kaya basta-basta ganyan lang. Sole proprietor lang yung kinuha ko. Hindi pa korporasyon yan. I hope that's made clear to everyone, especially to Commissioner La Peña, Director La Peña.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Now, let me just point out another fact here now. Na kaligtaan dahil na pagod na yung mga tao, supposed nila makita na papakita ko lang sa inyo ang mga discrepancies, especially sa BIR and Customs. By the way, I appreciate the BIR coming here, and you have to appreciate also, I did not reveal any confidential information. You were the only one who saw it, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Pakipatay ulit yung ilaw, please. Let's take the case of steel bars. Ginagamit sa construction yan. Ang imports natin sa China ay umabot in the last 5 years ng $3.2 billion. Ang na-register sa Philippine imports, 1.1 billion. Di po ba dapat tungkulin natin hanapin yan, NBI? Dapat magsama-sama tayo dito? Kung i-assign ba kayo ng customs yan o magpapatulo sa inyo, mahuhuli nyo naman lahat siguro yan, no?
Yes, Your Honor. The NBA is more than willing to...
Well, that's why I called the NBI. Para nakikita rin lahat, Department of Justice, take note. Ang nawawala, napakalaki. Now, ano pa ang delikado dito? Do you think our construction companies will be safe with the kind of corruption coming in? Walang ICC marking. Ang tawag doon? Integrated. Import commodity clearance. Lahat ng papakita ko, mayroong marka dapat siya na dumaan sa Bureau of Standards. When I was practicing law, yung kliyente ko, binakala ng Bureau of Standards yung araw na sinabi substandard yung cement. Umangal yung kliyente ko, dinimanda sila lahat hanggang mapatunayan hindi substandard yung cement. Ito pumapasok sa ibang bansa. $3.2 billion ang pumasok lang na nakarecord sa atin ay $1.1 billion. Dollars yan, hindi pesos. Ano ba? Sa mga tweet, hindi natin alam, bukod sa niloko na tayo sa tax, niloko na ang buong bayan Pilipinas, hindi kaya delikado sa ating mga mamamayan na pumapasok dyan, hindi na na-check kung tama yung bakal na yan at paggawa tayo ng building o ng pabrika o ano man dyan, magigiba yun na hindi natin namalayan because walang ICC certificate. So, again, papatay pa ng tao ito. Would you agree with that statement, Commissioner?
Yes, Your Honor.
DOJ, would you agree with that statement?
Yes, Your Honor. Because
NBI? Department of Trade?
Yes, Your Honor.
You're the one that issues ICC.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, aren't you perturbed? Di ba kayo natatakot na yung pumapasok na bakal dito? Sandamukal na bakal na hindi natin na-check kung tama ang rating yan?
Natatakot po, Your Honor.
Ha? Ako natatakot. Ako natira ako sa mataas sa building eh. Sa Japan, nung nandun sa Japan, nag-earthquake. Hindi ako natakot dahil alam ko yung bakal nila talagang mini-measure. Yung construction nila mini-measure. Dito, pag nag-earthquake dito, natatakot ako. kung makakalusot, laking trabaho ng gobyerno at ng Red Cross ang maghahaltak ng mga taong natambakan ng bakal. Ilang beses na ako napasubo dyan. Nung nasa Kabanatuan, bumaksak yung building doon. Kami ang unang pumasok doon. Umuungol pa yung mga tao, nilalabas namin. Sa Pinatubo, marami bumaksak na building. Umuungol pa yung mga tao, nilalabas namin sa ospital. Sa Makatwid, di lang tayo niloloko. Sa tax, niloloko pa tayo sa rating ng construction material. Hindi ba tayo dapat magalit dyan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi ba dapat sabihin ang Department of Finance, Department of Foreign Affairs ng ating bansa, sabihan ang China na, tulungan naman nyo kami, huwag nyo naman papasukin yung mga bakal na yan dahil baka makadisgrasya yung mga yan at dapat tamang buwis ang ibayad. So certainly, I would make that as part of the recommendation that we sit down. I know that the ambassador of China follows us and I hope he's listening. I don't think they deliberately would do that, but there are people who are nonetheless, people na cast iron ang stomach, ganun katigas ang kal na sikmura, na sisikmurain nila na makamatay sila basta kumita sila. Now that's just for steel bars. Ang potential uncollected taxes is 15.02 billion. VAT lang yan, ha? VAT. VAT. Yan ang nawawala sa atin. I hope you're all taking note of it. Next. Palaki na lang palaki ito. Laruan. Toys. Balita ko magsasara na yung Toys R Us sa States, di ba? Ha? Ha? Magsasara na. Talon-talon ng mga produkto sa ibang bayan. Ng China. Toys R Us yan, ha? Ang pumasok dito sa ating bayan ay from 2012 to 2016, 3.4 billion pesos. Dollars. Ulit. Ang nakolekta lang natin, ang layo. $300,000 lang yun. Ha? 300 million ang nakolekta natin. Na-record, I'm sorry, na-record. Hindi na-kolekta, na-record. So, ang laki-laki ng pumasok na laruan, kaya sa Divisoria, nakikita nyo, binibili niya mga laruan. Again, ang nakuha lang ng ating gobyerno ay 300 million sa 3.4 billion dollars. Ang nawala sa ating pera, in terms of our money, 20 billion. Magkano yung kailangan natin sa train? 134 billion. Ako'y tatayo. Patayin nyo nga ilaw para makita itong pointer. Tatayo ako, ha? Titigyan nyo ito. 134 billion ang kailangan natin sa train. Ang variance in peso value is 138.7 billion. Sobra pa yung smuggle. Bakolekta lang yan. Hindi na tayo babayad ng dagdag sa buwis. Or hindi na kayo nasasyak. That's why we're poor. That's why we're in danger. Can we do something about this, Commissioner?
Yes, Your Honor.
Bakit hindi nyo papanahon yan? Pati si Captain Perdon, hindi niya papanahon yan. Di ba? Panahon mo na ba yan?
No, Your Honor.
Hindi pa? Okay. So makita nyo, 2012 to 2016, nakaraang administrasyon pa yan, yan ang pumasok, pinabayaan nila. I hope hindi na natin pinababayaan yan. Now, let's go now to another. Mas malaki ito. Nung bata ako, naglalaro, Utex. May Gentex. Tumatawa yung mga tigabihan. Mag-isa, pareho tayo edad. Tanda pa ata ako sa inyo eh. So, tignan nyo. $3.5 billion ang pumasok. China ba ito? China lang ito. Barerong bakal.
Patanaluan. $3.8 billion ang nakuha lang natin is 100 million. 100 million. Palitan nyo nga yung B, nakalaakal ito eh. $100 million. At ang uncollected taxes ay 22.8 billion pesos. Mr. BIR, Mr. DOJ, Mr. NBI, Mr. Customs. Yan ho, ang nakolekta natin 22.8 billion. Pero ang pumasok, ang laki-laki ng leak. Hindi na leak yan. Baha na yan. Tsunami na yung leak. Ganyan kalaki ang nawawala sa atin. Now, alam niyo ba kung anong pumasok dyan? Ayan, nakita yung finished product, shirts. Ang diniklara po dyan, Commissioner, ay yarn. Sinulid. Gusto ko na mag-PI eh. Ang pinasok nito mga ito, sinulid lang ho. Yun ang dineclare. Pero ang talagang tunay na pumasok ay damit. Any comments?
That's right, Your Honor. That is misdeclaration, Your Honor.
Of a massive scale.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Now, let's go to another one. Pataas ang pataas yan. Ito, cellphone. 9.7 billion pesos ang loss dito. Ano ba yan? Pinakamataas, ano ba? Yung mga damit, no? Ito, sapatos ngayon. Footwear, 15.7 billion pesos lost. Fake na sapatos yan. Tinignan ni Commissioner La Peña yung sapatos niya, baka fake ah. Fake yan. 15.7 billion in 5 years. Again, last administration, I'm not trying to emphasize anything political here. It's just that nagpabaya sila at pumasok. Ayan. Nawala sa atin 15.7 billion pesos. Aray na aray. So pag pinagsama-sama nyo lang ho yan bawi na tayo dyan pa lang sa train. Tama ba yan, Mr. BIR? RDO?
Yes, sir.
Ha?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yung lady naman, para women's year ngayon dalawang lalaki ng BIR na sumagot. Yan naman, woman ng BIR.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, thank you. So, ang laki-laki. Next, please. Ano? Rice. Ako. Ito problema palagi natin to. Sa bigas, tingnan nyo ang variance, ha? Export ng Vietnam, $162.04 billion. Ito, 2016 lang ito, Commissioner. $162.4 million. Ang reported import ng Pilipinas, 147 million. Ang variance, $1472 million. Ano, sa Kwan. Ganoon rin ang Thailand. Ang nireport sa atin, ang pinadala nila dito, according to the records, is $122.36 million. Ang pumasok, 90.6. Sa makatwid, ang hindi na-account yung $32.30 million. Kawawa naman yung mga rice planters natin all over the country. What do these figures tell us? It tells us na pasok ng pasok ang bigas dito, niloloko pa rin tayo sa bigas, niloloko tayo sa buwis na naman. Next. Last ito. I hope that is helpful to the customs and to the BIR. Hindi ko na sinama niya kung magkano binayad na sa BIR at saka sa customs in total. Ayan o. Hindi natin ako yung binayad ng pera dyan. maybe in the next hearing, you should tell us kung magkano na-charge sa mga import. Now that you know the total figures, I'm sure you can find out kung paano pumasok yan. Now, it could be na pumapasok sa mga isla yung iba dyan. Ano ba sa palagay niyo, Commissioner? Saan pumapasok yan? Ang laki eh. Sinabi ng Vietnam, itong pinadala namin, pero nakarecord sa atin, napakababa.
Yes, Your Honor. There was an specific example of the apprehension of a smuggling in of rice, which was apprehended by the Coast Guard. This was initially intended for the port of Cagayan de Oro, but when the importers learned about the effort of the Bureau of Customs, they did not push through with the unloading of those cargo, but instead unloaded it to a smaller vessel, which was finally apprehended by the Coast Guard in the seas of in the Zamboanga Peninsula area, Your Honor. So that's one example, Your Honor. And others, they come in as misdeclared items, Your Honor. And we have seizures that will show that indeed these are misdeclared also.
Now, if you're able to collect more money from Customs and BIR, I think we can produce more bottoms, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Para hindi na tayo may smugglingan ng bigas sa mga isla natin. Nakakalagay tayo ng radar na malaki. Malalaman natin ang mga barko pumapasok sa ating mga bayan. Bawat probinsya, malalagyan natin ng mga Coast Guard, even customs boats, which is not totally unheard of, na mahuhuli natin yung mga nagpapasok ng kontrabando sa ating bansa, including drugs. Ano po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala ho dyan ang drugs, hindi ko nilagay. Pero ibig sabihin, ganyan kalaki ang sabi ko, it's a tsunami of leakage of taxes, of smuggled goods. Tsunami na hindi natin nakukolektan ang pera na dapat pumunta sa ating bayan. I hope yung mga nanonood, nakikinig, nare-realize yan, that should prod us to be more vigilant na para hindi tayo malulugi sa koleksyon. Ano po?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you know, sometimes I almost, I will think out loud. It could be very foolish. At the rate we're going, we may as well make the entire country a free port country. No taxes or duties. What do you think about that? Nadami nga na buhay dito. Magiging supermarket tayo ng buong mundo. Magiging, sorry? I know that. Wala nang customs. Basta, ang hanabuli na lang doon ay drugs. Magiging parang Hong Kong nung araw na bukas lahat ang tindahan. You can buy chocolates, you can buy everything. But we don't want that. We want to be able to collect. In fact, you know, ako, binasa ko kanina yung sinabi ni Mr. Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, nung nagbukas ang Amerika. Si Alexander Hamilton, sabi niya, kailangan mahawakan natin ang customs because yan ang pababayad natin sa war debts, sa giyera. Kundi mapipilitan tayong umutang, wala rin tayong pambayad. So on that note, I will now move, and I hope all these things have taken an impression, not just an impression, but a commitment that we are going to improve collection. And I will abuse customs now and BIR. I would like to call a Blue Ribbon Committee meeting every quarter as oversight for accountability of public officials, together with Lauren Legarda's Ways and Means Committee or Finance Committee, para sa ganoon, mabantayan natin mabuti ang collection ninyo sa customs at saka sa BIR. Would that be feasible, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just to make it transparent, just to make sure may improvement. That way,
the executive and the legislative are helping one another. We change the laws from time to time to make sure that you have all the necessities. At pagdating ng budget, we understand you more so that we can provide you with the tools so you can go after all this corruption in the customs and the BIR para may pera kayo panghuli at pag lumaki ang income, madadagdagan natin ang mga magagamit natin sa infrastructure, sa military, and all the like. Pati sa law enforcement, may bibigyan natin ng karakarakang pera. Will you be agreeable to that, the BIR? O RDO
Yes,
ka?
we agree. Yes,
RDO ka?
Honor.
RDO ka lang. National ang sinasabi ko. RDO, yung mga yung national.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pasabi niyo lang kay Commissioner. So we'll probably have a quarterly meeting as a result of this so that we can maintain accountability of the people who collect taxes for our country. All right? Now, I will now go to the matter of the TARA, which I think hindi na inahabol ni Senator Lacson, but I would like to give a chance to all those who were mentioned in the TARA expose to give their say. And last time I talked to General Ikarma, whom I met in Israel many years ago, who impressed me, and I was surprised his name was mentioned. So, General Ikarma, you have the floor.
Thank you, Your Honor. And I thank you for finally giving me this opportunity to answer the unfair and false allegations in the Honorable Senator Lacson's privileged speech that I am involved in corruption in the Bureau by collecting TARA. I would like to tell this honorable body and our whole nation that I categorically deny that I received, ordered, or authorized anyone to collect TARA in any form, and neither have I, nor will I ever tolerate anyone in the Bureau or the government who does so. In fact, I immediately went to Senator Lacson as one PMA to another and told him that I'm all right, meaning that I deny these accusations of his, and I even asked him to have me investigated thoroughly to prove that I am innocent. Unfortunately, it's been 7 months now, and no investigation has been conducted. In my 30 years as a Marine...
Here, let me just correct you. This is the investigation.
Yes, sir, but with regard to the accusation that
Yes.
I was involved in TARA,
You never got anything anymore.
no more, sir.
But that's why I'm giving you this chance, all of those na binanggit ang pangalan para maklear niyo yung pangalan niyo kung kinakailangan. Go ahead, sir.
That's why I'm very thankful to you, sir.
Thank you. Go ahead.
In my 30 years as a Marine, and almost 3 years as an international peacekeeper and civil servant in the United Nations in Syria, putting my life on the line numerous times in the Philippines and in Syria, sacrificing countless days away from my family, and dedicating my life to defend our country, I have always strictly adhered to our Academy's motto of courage, integrity, and loyalty. And I have never been involved or accused of corruption. And I have never tolerated any form of corruption among my colleagues, my Marines, in the government, or even among civilians whom I dealt with. And not even in my mission in the UN, where I filed a case against a UN high official. Your Honor, to answer your question with regard to why is a 2-star general serving under a captain, I am no stranger to serving our country and our people. I am a servant leader and a warrior peacekeeper. I believe that to be a good leader, one must be willing to humble oneself, to follow and serve. And as public servants, we are here to serve and not be served. When Commissioner Faldon asked me to serve under him, I hesitated, but not because he was a captain, because I believe in serving the people, there is no place for egotistic pride. I hesitated because it was a daunting task. And I asked him two conditions for me to accept. One was for the President to fully support us in our efforts, and the other was to implement reforms, and everything should be black and white and no gray areas. What finally convinced me to join him was what the Honorable Senator mentioned earlier, when he told me that if we are able to reform customs, we will be able to fulfill the President's wish that we will raise the salaries of soldiers, policemen, and teachers. In those 9 months, when I served him, I focused on the strategic reforms and direction that I believe were essential for improving customs. I intentionally distanced myself from the assessment and operations functions of the Bureau, even to the point of refusing to sign alert orders of the command center when the reason given was very flimsy. And lastly, Your Honor, right from the start, I pointed out to then Commissioner Faldon, I strongly recommended that we strengthen our counterintelligence operations in the Bureau and for the creation of a third party or outside of the Customs counterintelligence unit through the National Intelligence Coordinating Agency, composed of counterintelligence units coming from other government agencies, so that there will be a check and balance in customs. Your Honor, if I were involved in corruption, why will I push for this? In closing, Your Honor, I once again thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I once again emphatically reiterate that I never was, am, or ever will be involved in any corrupt practices in the Bureau of Customs. Neither will I tolerate anyone who does so. I continue to serve in the Bureau only because I believe that if we succeed in our reforms, our dreams of increasing the salaries of our soldiers, policemen, and teachers, and improving our country will happen. But, Your Honor, these changes will not happen without your strong support. These changes will not happen overnight because as it is, as you have shown, syndicates we are up against are deeply entrenched, well-funded, and politically connected, and highly influential. But with your help and together, and with a strong moral leadership, both internally and externally, we will defeat them and succeed. Finally, Your Honor, I implore you and our countrymen to support our current Commissioner, Commissioner La Peña, and the men and women of your Bureau of Customs. Thank you.
Thank you, General. I'm not going to make any more comments because I think that was your time to be able to answer. Anyway, the accusations were made by another senator, and I have not seen him here, and I think you saw him already, so I think that should be enough in terms of that problem. Are there any others who may have felt that that they need to say their piece here now? Yes, go ahead. Please state your name.
Sir, I am Deputy Commissioner Edward James Dibuco, and just like DEPCOM ICARMA,
Can
Your
you
Honor.
move a little closer to the microphone?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm Deputy Commissioner Edward Dibuco, and just like Deputy Commissioner ICARMA, I vehemently deny the inclusion of my office and my name in the privileged speech of Senator Panfilo Lacson delivered last August 23. Your Honor, actually, as directed by Your Honor, all of us who have been, almost all of us who have been mentioned in the privileged speech have already submitted our counter affidavit, Your Honor. So I just would like to speak in behalf of those mentioned also, Your Honor, that we have already submitted our affidavits denying the allegations, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Libuco. Just for the record, we did accept your counter affidavits, and these are all denials. And of course, this is not a court of law where this is an investigating committee. So I would appreciate any, as I have done, I work on it when I feel that I don't have enough evidence against people. I work on it with the staff, and I just want to thank my staff here. Yeah, Blue Ribbon staff and my staff. They've all been working together. Young people who have been working together, very zealous in trying to find the solutions to our problems. And like I said, like last night we worked again, and we have, the Blue Ribbon Committee has so many investigations on its platter, to the point that the Senate President thinks that we may be overloaded. But you know, we are overloaded, but we will work, just as we expect customs and the BIR and all the government agencies to work as hard so that we can get things done in this country. And I appreciate the kind comments of the General. I also appreciate his humility in coming here and speaking directly. It is not in my personal folder not to give a chance to others to say their piece. And if they have any other things to say, I would be very glad to listen to them right now. Are there any other comments? I thank again the cooperation of the private sector, ICTSI, and I thank to a certain extent Mr. Taguba because he came out straight and helped us discover the TARA. It was this committee that I asked him to write it down. You will recall I asked you to write it down, right? Can you please answer?
Yes, Your Honor.
No, sinabi mo may TARA, sabi nung ibang senador, sabihin mo na lang, sabi ko hindi, isulat mo. And that is why we have that very, very good folder there that shows how it's done. And you're still young, and I think you can still mend your ways, and you're a very creative individual who can do business in a legal way. I just want to condemn the system that we're in. We are all, to a certain extent, part and parcel of the mess or the disorganized effort to try and collect revenues. To a certain extent, it's called greed. And when businessmen cannot operate in an atmosphere where they cannot pull their cargo out, where they're under pressure to deliver their cargo out of the customs so that they can do their business, it foments graft and corruption. It allows somebody in customs to say, I'll speed it up if you grease my palm. And there are many ways that we have shown here. Sabi nga ng mga tinanong ko mga businessmen, it is impossible to work under these circumstances na hindi ka ma-absorb. And I always tell them, same answer. Well, you don't have to eat whatever they serve you, but you can complain. You can demand action. And that is why the Blue Ribbon Committee is here. I did not ask for this committee, but if we see wrong, we will investigate. And we investigate not in a condemnatory manner, although we have to be very aggressive. Kailangan agresibo kami. Just like any soldier, his bearing, his command, he has to show business, that he means business. Or for that matter, any firm and purposeful leader who strives to be fair para makuha yung talagang dapat na magawa natin para sa bayan ay magawa. Kaya pag tinanggap namin ito, hindi naman kagusto ko maging chairman ng Blue Ribbon Committee. Walang may gusto lang eh. Laking trabaho. But when we accept it, we will do our best. Our utmost best, and I will demand of my staff the same thing.
And that is why, like most of you, like most Filipinos, we want to make sure we can fix the problem, not just fix the blame. We don't want to cast aspersions on anybody's character. It's not my happiness to put people and to shame or to castigate them. Sometimes that comes with the territory. This is not an apology. This is just a bare statement of facts. That in the world we live in here, in the world they say is gray. I don't think it's gray. It is really not a world of colors. It's a world of right and wrong. And when wrong is committed, we have the right to speak out and expose it. Sabihin natin, mali ang ginagawa ninyo. At kung mali ang ginagawa nyo, may pag-asa pa ang bayan na makorek yan. Kaya lang, kung magkamisan sa mga panahon na ito, baril yung ibang tao for the sake of publicity. We are not here for publicity. I've served this country for a long time. But we're here to make changes. I firmly believe that if we straighten out customs and the BIR, this country will have a very strong chance at development. And so should the people out there who feel that they're being prosecuted. So should the Mark Tagubas of the world not turn to succumb, or even young people who join customs succumb to the temptation. We must turn our backs against it and say no and correct it. And so today, I guess we will submit our report already. I think we have enough. I don't think I will call another meeting. I think we've had it. I think you're tired of my proselytizing here. I do have a tendency to proselytize because it has to be said. That is our weapon, our mind, and our ability to communicate. So today I'd like to thank everyone here. And before I do that, I give you one more chance to say, is there anything else that you think that we should put in aid of legislation? New legislation. And if you can't do it right now, I give you the opportunity to write down your suggestions so that we could do it. But I think we will be ready. Staff, are we ready? Ready na? Okay. Again, I thank my staff, our staff, these are the people's staff, and I thank all of you for attending. So this committee will remain suspended because we intend to follow through with customs and BIR on the results of accountability to the people to collect the right revenues. So pending the next hearing, which we will announce, we will suspend it here. I'm taking a lot of liberties here, but it has to be done. I thank Sid La Peña, Commissioner La Peña. I think you have a big job ahead of you. Try to imbibe in your people, the necessary hard work, honesty, and integrity. And by the way, I tell General Karma, I've always respected him, I still do, but courage, honesty, and integrity is not limited to the PMA. It also happens to the ordinary soldier. And as a postscript, I just want to say this. Yesterday, I had people in my office from the Airlines Association. They're asking me that they're about to be mulcted again. They're saying they're going to be made to pay overtime pay. I was Secretary of Tourism when I first came to know about the situation. Customs, Immigration, and Quarantine asked for overtime pay. I do not believe in it. I believe the government, like in Dengvaksha, is responsible. And we should pay Customs, Immigration, and Quarantine the right salaries so that they don't ask money by whatever form. It must come from the General Appropriations Act. There should be enough leeway to make the adjustments so that we don't appear to be a backward nation. Because I certainly am not going to tolerate that. So if you collect the taxes, we won't have that. If you collect the right revenues, we'll be a better nation. So this committee on Blue Ribbon on the matter of investigation of smuggling and customs is now suspended until the proper time we call it again. Thank you all for coming, and God bless the Republic of the Philippines. Thank you all.